I am watching you, rodent.
What's that supposed to mean?
It is common knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay, first off, I ain't a hoarder nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it, now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew our stash on Contraxia, and the rest I gave to Quill and Gamora for the DAS quarantine zone access code.
A likely story.
Why don't you go bother someone else?
I intend to. Open this door! I know you are in there, sentient tree! Do not think that I do not know what you are up to. Your rodent co-conspirator has clearly stashed his illicit units in there. I am watching you, tree.
What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room. So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
You're not still upset, are you?
It'd be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar with the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Hume butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
Ha! Too bad you're broke, Quill. I should be charging you for all the times we saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia, Nowhere, Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again, Malador...
Okay, so I owe you. Big.
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scud wouldn't be scrounging for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a guardian of the galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd rather I turn you in.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up to you.
You better.
Все члены команды ищут деньги. Давайте и мы поищем. То есть мы можем зайти даже в комнату не к себе. Интересно, как на это отреагируют наши сопартийцы. Так, это мы уже читали. Еще в начале игры.
Why does this thing look so sinister?
Hey! I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? Kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What? A raccoon?
Or not a raccoon?
You gotta understand. She was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line. That I stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds... awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Ah, Rocket.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Трагичная история. Так, а к кому еще мы можем зайти в комнату? Ну, к себе это понятно.
Hey, Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and... Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravager's space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were. And they also weren't. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in that snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket-load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Что это он такое сделал?
Well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here.
Денежки.
Really?
$37 units?
We appear to be 6,963 units short. If we intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill...
I know. We clearly need a plan.
And reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on, you've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
Holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no
Set course
sacrifice.
for the mocking
I will
star system.
sacrifice your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of
mature.
Kakarantara.
Real mature.
Where we will seek to best the infamous Fin
At
Fang
least I got an idea. He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
You know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Ну, Грут действительно больше смахивает на чудовище. Ну да, душой ракета явно страшнее. Сложный выбор. Ракета может на нас, конечно, обидеться. Ну давайте продадим. Ну пусть будет ракета. Я думаю, он смышленый, в обиду себя не даст, и мы его вызволим потом.
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it, Quill.
The point is I think you'd make a fine monster. And we'll definitely need that tactical brain of yours to bust you out once you're in there. But just to be 100% sure, you're definitely okay with this.
Are you kidding? I can't wait to hold this over you.
Alright, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
You say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope. Okay.
Что ж, идемте познакомимся с леди Хеллблендер.
Monsters do not fly ships.
Monsters do whatever they want.
Don't you get all gloomy right now. It don't help.
Because your constant complaining does?
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy?
Давайте мощный выстрел прокачаем.
This work is worth more than your worth, Quill.
О, лама. Проснулась.
Oh, you're way too soft to be a monster, big girl. Yes, you are.
Дрыгается так прикольно. А здесь у нас что?
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
I am Groot.
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something.
I am Groot.
That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
I am Groot.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check!
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am and Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this.
I am Groot.
Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you.
I am Groot.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us.
I am Groot.
I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows, if this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know.
I am Groot.
It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool.
Что ж, мы продуктивно пообщались с Грутом. Но со временем его действительно начинаешь понимать.
Will you please stop? I can't believe I'm about to say this, but how about some positivity for a change?
Positivity? How? We're on some crazy hurricane planet, about to be soaked to the bone, on our way to squeeze our last chance at freedom out of some mythical warlord.
Lady.
War lady.
Additionally, Nova Corps confiscated your crate of weaponry.
Yeah, that too. I'd forgotten about that.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof. Are we going? Because I'm ready.
Of course, it had to be raining. I hate wet.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill. We accomplish nothing by lingering in the ship.
How about staying dry? That's an accomplishment.
I am Groot.
No, we should not go. We got it. It's different.
This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units.
How many times do I gotta tell you I ain't got no units?
At least 43. That's how many times I've had to deny being a shapeshifter before Drax moved on to something else.
I still have my doubts. It is not possible for you to slip into combat armor this fast.
I use a lot of lotion.
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
Ouch! Ugh. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord, we ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
We won't walk, we'll hike. It'll be fun. Woohoo! Team hiking trip. We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. Must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed?
Of being direct, you chuck.
That was way too close.
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
So we're still doing this?
Yes!
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get blown right off.
Good advice. Okay, this might be more dangerous.
Фига себе, она нас прям сдувает сильно так.
Yeah, keyword live.
If any of you die, whoa! I ever mentioned how much I hate
Ракета! Ты зачем под молнию полез?
Fuck, not again. That is a terrible suggestion.
Just keep moving!
Ну, почти добрались.
We should have gone to Maku 4.
Hey, check out the old Resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys.
Not sure.
Желешка.
But it ain't moving now.
It would be wary, Rodin.
You know, when I survived freaking Half-World, I think I'm scared of some little...
It's not alone. Get ready!
Так, мы деремся с желейками, ребят.
Knife to meet you!
Perhaps these were sent by Lady Hellbender.
This is the test. We're acing it.
Так, а где я? Вот я.
Yeah, I smell it too.
Watch the spiky things.
At least those parts are vulnerable!
Tearing flesh from its bones appears to do nothing.
Enough for the
О,
jelly.
Дракс, давай, кидай, кидай.
The jelly is
Он
charging.
автоматом, да, выбирает цель. Кого кидать?
Slash of Gamora.
Good time! I was getting bored anyway.
I must reluctantly agree.
Jelly's on the offensive!
Тихо, тихо.
Rise up.
Make your peace.
No matter what I cut off, it comes back!
The prickly interior must be shattered.
The Blobby's got a knife.
Spikes are incoming.
Watch it! Spikes!
What are these things?
Shoot first, questions later! I don't know, but cutting into them is pretty fun, right?
Soaks up a lot of pain for such a weird little thing.
I will enjoy this.
Let loose, Rocket.
Skeleton satisfied. Strike.
Just don't get your fist stuck in there.
Oh man, why do they have blades in them?
I am not sure, but I am
That's
sure
what a
that you have
monster around
crushed
here
it.
looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
You sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
All else fails, shoot stuff.
There's a trail going through the jungle! Try to find a way up! Having fun?
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship.
This husk should be easier to climb than the muddy terrain.
I ain't comfortable calling it a husk, seeing as we're about to climb it and all.
Clearly not a husk!
It is the hollowed husk of a bygone time. The turmoil of war raged stronger than the storms of this world.
Peter!
Great, we made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
There they are, wing controls.
Gamora, how much do you know about external wing controls?
Maybe if you slice the circuitry, you can...
No! Slice the circuitry! What is wrong with you? Get out of my way, I'll take care of it.
Flark.
That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
Careful! Looks like something big moved through here.
Yay!
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What's she tracking this thing for?
For sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You are looking for trouble, assassin. I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
You sure you want to get lost out here?
Relax, I'm just looking around.
Just further proof that we're not welcome here. If we turn back every time we ain't wanted, we never go anywhere.
Good point.
What are you firing at, Peter Quill?
Drax, think this is a sign from Lady Hellbender?
We are clearly not wanted on this planet. Where did you learn this clairvoyance, assassin?
Huh?
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Name is Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, Gamora.
If we want an audience with her, we'll have to start showing some respect.
This, from the guy who calls me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
An accurate description. We all know which harlot spawn it refers to.
Gamora's actually adopted, so not even that accurate.
Yeah. Also, not a harlot.
Right. That too.
We'll need to find a way out of this jungle.
Why? It's dry down here.
Wouldn't you rather be wet than lost?
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Seriously? Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside...
Lady Hellbender's fortress.
This place is a flarkin' maze. All those trees look like
Giant strings of saltwater taffy.
what? What's taffy?
It's sweet and delicious and it melts in your mouth.
Dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Chitauri tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What are you-
do not have time to dawdle in this jungle. I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face! Put me down!
We're not throwing rocket.
Very well.
You sons of flarking dogs!
How will we cross?
Face
Look around. We'll find another way.
Да ну, ракета еще на нас обидится потом.
What's Shatari Tech doing on a backwater mudball like this? Not a chance. We both know it's too far for you to stretch across. Statues are not watching us.
There has to be something we can use. Maybe a tall tree? Taller than Groot.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just leave it.
What's your problem?
My problem is meatheads trying to huck me over a cliff. It would be easier to throw a rodent.
No, it would not. What if he breaks a leg?
He would still have 3. No one's throwing rocket.
Так, а может Грут поможет нам решить эту проблему? А, я не могу здесь вызвать меню стражей, ребят. Но я думаю, Грут бы мог бы здесь нам проложить мост. Так, нам Гамора намекала на высокое дерево.
Think these statues are of the monsters on this planet?
They're made of rock.
Thanks, genius. I mean, maybe this is why Hellbender's so hot for monsters. Just another religious nut.
He's not a nut of any kind. He's a conqueror.
Maybe these were from the people she conquered.
Так, ну мы здесь нашли какую-то пещеру.
Wow, it is dark in here.
If you bump into any monsters, let us know.
Monster planet. Right. Hey, my shooting's not aimless. Everything I do is with purpose and, you know, heroism. Hey, I found more ruins down here. A miracle it's still standing in these storms. Drax, think you can topple this?
I may have angered them.
Them?
We're being hunted.
Great. That's just great.
All right, let's try not to fall.
That's your pep talk?
Great place to leave a sculpture.
Wait, hear that?
Rise up, people.
Incoming! Fucking monster things! Everyone
Ой-ой-ой.
Anyone else notice this place looks like a graveyard?
Focus on not becoming part of one. You're up, big guy! Chop him up!
Cut to the chase! Watch the stinger!
Only thing worse than a bug
Yeah, I'm feeling all turned around as well. Where the flark are we?
Just look around. There must be a path here somewhere.
All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't. No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Так, давайте выучим какие-нибудь новые способности. Ну, пусть будет... Давайте себе выучим. Разрядить барабаны. Серия быстрых выстрелов из бластеров. Давайте выучим его.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Sure she could.
Or she would have flown over the mountains.
Oh, she flies now.
She possesses flying creatures.
I heard she shoots lasers out of her eyes.
Now we're talking.
I have not heard that one.
I heard there are actually 9 of her.
Gamora, mind cutting us a path?
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
An old Nova bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take a dozen ships to bring one down.
A dozen ships, or 1 Chitauri infiltrator.
I'll take that one as a compliment.
Still no sign of the fortress?
Nope. We even sure this is the right way?
Yes,
Now what's the holdup?
fear.
No. Just thinking someone else just crossed the death pit.
Just go.
No, you just go.
Someone go!
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Groot says there's something down there.
Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move.
Yup, definitely saw the giant cat.
Не вовремя нажал, слишком рано.
Yup, definitely saw the giant cat.
Так, все, сейчас получится. Беги! Гамора нас спасла, ребята.
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Peter Quill, you're not alone here.
I got it.
А это что такое? И почему они дерутся друг с другом? Ух ты, заморозило?
Guys, anyone know what that is?
Конечно, я знаю. Ху-ху-ху.
A monster.
Так, метки здоровья. У некоторых врагов несколько индикаторов здоровья, что обозначено метками над шкалой. Я понял. Ну, короче, несколько здоровий противника может быть. То есть тратишь одно здоровье, потом тратишь следующее и так далее. Так, давайте попробуем навык опустошения. О, пулемет прям. Ну это клево, смотрите, как я его как лазер прямо его, да? Так, давайте его, все на него, все, что есть. Нифига себе, какой груд мощный, мощный, а. Так, ну мы его не убили, но он убежал от нас. Трусливая тварь.
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs. I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it'll give us eyes on where we need to go.
It is settled. Let's scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Good question. Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, Rocket, let's see if this thing still works.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters.
Давайте попробуем сканирование врагов. Я не знаю, что это нам даст, но можно посмотреть. Интересно. То есть мы можем узнать, ну, слабости врага, по сути.
Waiting for you so that we can scale this contraption. Ah, right.
Так, он говорит, мы должны залезть на конструкцию какую-то. Это на какую, интересно? Так.
Starting to wonder if I should be the one with a fancy visor.
I wouldn't trust a thing you said.
We agree for once. I too would prefer Peter Quill's incompetence to the rodent's lies.
Gamora, how high up this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
No, the core weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
Так, а отсюда что? Ага.
I got eyes
Так,
on this
погодите.
gunked up reactor. A couple of shots should bring it down. The reactor thing there is pretty loose.
And pretty gunked up. Ugh. Yo, Quill, check out the upper wing strut.
Gamora, you know your ships. What about that loose unit up there?
It's covered in fungus. We probably could knock it off, but not from down here.
А, вот я его могу сбить.
Alright, pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
Так, куда нам поставить его?
Are we sure we want to go back up? I'm getting used to not being completely
А,
soaked.
наверное, туда.
Perhaps the storm will have abated.
At the
Давай.
rate we're moving.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular.
Got it, Drax.
This unit is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular.
Yes! That is why I can easily carry this great weight.
Do you even know where to put it?
I have merely followed our leader's directions. I see. I see.
Don't take too long. We got a castle to get to.
А, я понял, нам нужно не
Wonder
сюда.
if I can get down there.
Peter, try jumping.
Ну, давайте
Here goes nothing.
посмотрим, что у нас здесь.
That was fun.
Did he perish?
Что-то интересное.
You dead?
No! Wow! I'm alive!
Похоже на наручники.
Are you in need of assistance, Peter Quill?
It's alright. I'll figure it out.
Коллекционный предмет стражей. Жгучие оковы Читаури. Вы сможете обсудить эту находку на корабле. Так, а здесь нам нужна Гамора.
Hey, Gamora, could you pull me over? What if you wedge your sword in the crack? Ooh, right here. Wedge it in.
All right. Is this good?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Any sign of the giant thing in the ravine?
Oh yeah, we made a deal. You can eat fruit first.
Так, куда же его можно поставить?
Can we get to the top of the ship now?
А, наверное, сюда нам нужно, да?
You can place it there.
I am on my way.
А там наверху это что?
Look Looks like a few cables are all that's standing between the wing and a makeshift bridge.
What next, Peter Quill?
Groot, is there any way you could bring down that wing?
Groot ain't that strong. He says you want something sharp. Oh, what is taking so long?
Can you get up there now?
This brings back memories!
Impressive. See? That was easy. Great teamwork, everyone. I helped in spirit.
Oh, right. Slippery wind-pummeled treetops, here we come.
You know, I really admire our team's commitment to safety.
One thing is clear. We would never have accomplished this task without the assassin.
Did Drax just praise Gamora?
I am giving credit where credit is due.
Took you long enough. We all know Gamora's super cool and super valuable.
There it is! Lady Hellbender's fortress!
It's gotten bigger, that's for sure.
Ha! It is not getting bigger, we are getting closer!
Thanks, Drax.
Looks like there's a way down here!
Well, you gotta see this ship.
Behold Lady Hellbender's wrath. Even the Chitauri feared her.
They didn't fear many back then.
Не взлетел.
Never realized Seknarf was such a hot spot for the war.
Everywhere was a hot spot for the war.
Okay, here we go. Oh, slimy.
Куда это мы угодили? Двигаться не могу.
You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack, reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Flark.
Quill?
А это что? Ух ты. Так, что надо сделать? А, капец, ничего не понял. Ну, я в конце уже понял, да. Сейчас я сделаю все нормально. Нужно клавишами именно прицел сдвинуть в нужную точку. Ого, ребят, мы аж отсюда? Серьезно? А промотать это можно?
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack, reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Flark.
Quill?
Ну, еще и мышку надо. Так, ну что?
What did you just do?
Sorcery. So cold.
Rocket! Somebody get him out of there!
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know, my glasses, I've only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech.
Just when you think you've seen it all, it pulls scut like this. Just,
Leave the guns alone!
Quill, I just want to see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
DNA coding, some kind of morphing animal.
Or sorcery.
here we go again.
Так, желешки пришли. Стихийные выстрелы. Теперь вы можете выбрать стихийные выстрелы для бастера. Ледяными выстрелами будем стрелять, ребят.
Instant ice cube! That's fun!
We're so happy for you and your guns, Quill.
Blow 'em up! These things need to cool off! Get it? Are you implying they are too hot? Shooting the gallon's no good! You got some luck, Quill! My mom always said I was special! Snag 'em! Sick of tracks! Trace me! I got 99 clothes from these 281! Neither of those statements are accurate!
What's the deal? Can we actually hurt these things?
The prickly interior must be shattered!
Got my name on it. The wall's gonna work.
Groot says these things are a pain to tie down!
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
I'm thinking we can climb up and over.
Ding, ding, ding! Give that man a gold star!
Let's figure out how to make it climbable.
Stars are made of hydrogen, not gold. Be a planetoid.
Barely any power. Maybe we can muscle those cannons out.
It would give us some steps to climb. Worth a shot.
Drax, think you can drag this cannon out?
I will try.
Gamora, can you reach that cannon?
It is more stubborn than expected. Ah,
There's a little
нам
hole
нужно его
there.
заморозить.
Might be able to work something loose from the inside.
Так, ну давайте еще раз.
Drax, can you try again?
why? It does not stay.
I'm working it out. Trust me.
We've gotta find a way to lock it in place.
I cannot hold it forever.
Так, блин.
Why will you not yield?
Because it's attached to a...
Drax.
Так, а как его заморозить-то? Именно полностью.
No, I can't do scud from outside the ship.
Так, давайте здесь заморозим, да, и здесь еще нужно.
Did it!
Impressive.
Now we gotta get Rocket. I need you to squeeze inside that little hole and try to knock the gun loose from the inside.
Hello? Chitauri ship full of booby traps and death mechanisms?
But you love both those things.
You're right, I do. And I always wanted to see the inside of one of these bug bombers. Fine. Oh, what reeks in here? That's... Oh, Scott. Ah!
You okay in there, Rocket?
I found the crew. I guess not even the worms want to eat dead Chitauri meat.
Rocket.
Relax. Just gonna reroute the little bit of remaining power to the cannon and... nothing. You know what? Clark it! I'm blowing it up!
What? Hang on. Think about all the booby traps and...
Ha! Look at it go! He must have jump-started the thing.
Rocket, you okay?
Yeah! And dry now, too! Come on, Quill, let me get a look at them guns!
Gamora, can you clear us a path through that junk?
Sure.
Yes, Peter Quill. Onward to the palace of the great giantess.
Oh, man. Another murder tentacle.
Careful. It might be That is not a happy monster.
Well, at least it left.
Back to its brood mother, Lady Hellbent.
Come on. Why is the bridge always on the wrong side?
This time I insist we hurl the foul beast.
And I insist we push muscles over the side of the cliff.
To what end?
Yours! You...
How many times do I have to say it? We're not throwing rockets.
Ridiculous. You were holding us back to spare the beast's feelings. When has he done the same for us?
Put him down.
This be a lesson to you.
Oh, I'll show you what a lesson looks like!
Knock it off, guys. We're supposed to be professionals. We're better than this.
I'm not. Letting a measly Chitauri installation stop our progress is unprofessional.
Guys, I've got something here. It's deep. This looks promising.
There's little room to maneuver if something should attack.
We're not gonna be here long.
Anybody see a way through?
We'll make one if we have to.
Anybody else smell that? It really stinks back here.
Yep. Definitely something gross behind here. Drax.
Швырять
chuck
нужно.
that
Ну давай,
through the stink
Дракс,
wall?
швыряй.
I fear I will regret this.
Я думаю, мы ракету натравим с
Disturbingly
его
fragrant.
бомбами. Кошмар. Что это такое?
Clenching every orifice right now.
Свои отверстия он сжал.
Hey, that's kind of weird. Hello? Anybody? Whoa! Okay, that got my blood pumping.
Why would Lady Hellbender cage this creature?
Because it's annoying as scut.
Perhaps it is food.
That thing's food?
Yes, monster food.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Peter,
Why would it taste like
I
that?
can use this.
You know, we really gotta
Monster
work
food.
on your taste
The
buds.
cage.
You get it?
We need the cage.
Taste
We go into that
buds.
fortress with our monster peacefully walking beside us. We'll be laughed right out of the room.
Any bites?
Why are you whispering?
Petting it? Root, don't pet the tentacle thing.
Gamorrean thinks we can sell our monster act better if we have a
It's
proper
covered in
cage.
teeth is why.
Only problem is there's a pissed off monster inside.
That thing's got bigger
Release the
ones than
beast.
mine.
Let me dispose of it.
Because that worked so well for you last time.
We need a better plan of attack.
Yes. Ideally, one that guarantees my safety as leader.
Stumpy's back!